This is the story of the future, that is, of 2040, where 8 scientists are sent to the planet Mars for research. And this was the first mission sent from the Earth, so that they can find out if life was ever possible here, or it could be. It's been 6 months for them here. And now they have to stay here for a day, after which they will leave to go back to the ground. Now here the rover, that is, the car of Mars, the scientist Vincent and his companions were sitting in it, who were going to take a biologist with them. But then a big sandstorm comes here. But they do not panic, because the rover is made so that it can withstand such a storm. But they still came out of the storm and came to their biologist, who was checking the soil samples at this time, but she did not get anything. She was very angry that it has been 6 months since we have been doing research here. We are working so hard, but we have not found anything yet. So they all get a message from the main base station, which was made all around the station Mars. The message was that we are sending a spaceship to take you all in a while, so everyone gets ready. But here a scientist named Marco tells his captain that I want to go out, on which the captain asks, why do you want to go out now? We are coming to take you. And anyway, the mission is closed when nothing is found here. On which Marco says that I had put a device on Site 9 of Mars, which is not working, so I want to go and fix it. Hearing this, the captain was very surprised about what he has to do by fixing the device, but still, he agreed, saying that okay, go, but not alone. Take your companion with you, and yes, come back before night. Now they were about to leave from here. That's when Vincent, his companion, and the biologist also came here. The 3 of them try to talk to him, where Marco said that it is getting late. I am in a hurry. I have to go and fix the device anyway. And the biologist was very surprised that Marco is in such a hurry to fix a device. She doubted, so she shared Marco's computer. And what she saw was very surprising, which she also shows to others. Actually, Marco had found life forms on Site 9 of Mars. That is, some living samples from which it was found that life can be possible here, which everyone was very surprised to see that Marco went after making an excuse to fix the device. Why didn't he tell us this? Then after talking a little more, they realized that in fact, he wants to take all the credit of this research. That's why he went there in such a hurry. Now knowing this, the captain calls to Marco's rover, where he picks up Marco's companion's phone, because he was inside while Marco was outside, because he was still testing on the site. He takes the soil. After testing it, such samples were really found by him, which could have made life possible here. Seeing this success, Marco is very happy. He was about to tell his companion that the place where Marco was standing, the soil gets stuck below, and he falls into a very big hole, which these people had made by digging this. Seeing this, his companion was very nervous. He quickly gets down and comes out. He immediately told his base about this, where after a while the captain comes with his companion, who was a doctor. And because she was Marco's good friend, that's why she gets angry at his companion. That why didn't you do anything to save her from falling? And she tells the captain that you should go down as soon as possible, so that Marco can be saved. On which the captain said that this hole is very deep, and I don't think Marco will be saved by falling from such a height. And we have no arrangement to go down. We will first go to our base, from there we will contact the main station, and then come back here. After which we will also go to the hole to save Marco. On which the doctor says that you both go to the base. I will stay here, because I think that by the time we come back, it will be too late, and I will somehow try to go down. Now the captain agreed to her words. So he and Marco's companion come back to the base. First, they tell the people here and then at the station. Then the station people say that you take your tools, etc. and try to find Marco. If he is alive, then it is a good thing, but if he is dead, then bring the dead body. After which we will bring this life form discovery of Marco to front of the world. Now, Marco's companion and biologist stayed at this base, while the captain takes the rest and leaves for Site 9 at the same place. There, the doctor tries to see inside the hole, but she can't see, because there was smoke like steam coming out of there. So she comes back in the rover and sits, but then she started hearing voices from outside, as if someone is trying to come inside the rover. Now she went out to check, but what she saw, she was very nervous, and then she used to scream loudly. Now what she saw, we can't show it, because the screen goes black here. Now, the captain also reaches here with his companions. Now the captain and Vincent started looking inside the hole, while the other 2 scientists go inside the rover, so that they can call the doctor. But when they check the whole rover, they don't find the doctor anywhere. So they guess that somehow She must have gone inside the hole to save Marco, after which they tie Vincent with a rope and start sending him into the hole. Now when he comes to the bottom of this hole, he finds a strange thing here, which was actually a living bacteria, which was growing fast on the stones. This thing seemed strange to Vincent. So for the time being, without paying attention to it, he starts looking for Marco and the doctor, but he does not find them anywhere, so he comes out. Now his companion pilot tells that I have seen the footprints of two people who are going towards our base, which surprised the captain a lot. He thinks that there was no one here except Marco and the doctor, so it is certain that the footprints are of them. But even if Marco had survived and the doctor had taken him out, then why did they not go in the rover? Why did they walk like this? Anyway, there is an alert type in the base that someone is coming towards their base. Then the biologist and Marco's companion check. They thought that we would have a companion, so Marco's companion went to open the door. When he saw through the hole, there was Marco. Then he opens the door and puts him inside, but Marco's condition was not looking good, so his companion quickly takes off his helmet. But he was very scared to see that Marco's face has become very black. His skin has also become strange, and he does not look like a human at all, after which he loses his control, attacks his companion with a drill machine. After beating him, Marco had made him injured a lot, but still, at the right time, he rings the security alarm, which the biologist came out to check, but then the doctor also came with Marco. She was also in the same condition, and here she also loses her control and attacks the biologist, and runs after her like a madman, but the biologist pushes her, hits her with her legs, and throws her away, and somehow she had locked both of them in a room. That is, it was clear that the footprints were of both of them. But no one had an idea that they had become strange like this. Now the captain also comes out with his companions. When he hears strange noises from the base, he is very scared. So he stops his companions outside and goes inside the base alone to check what is the matter. He is very scared to see that there is blood everywhere, and the biologist was standing nervously outside the room in which she had locked them both. The captain was also scared to see their condition. He also thinks that what happened to them. But he tells the biologist that we will have to get out of here quickly. They are looking very dangerous. Now the biologist came out of here, but when the captain was about to go, the door opens and Marco comes out, and he also attacks the captain by attacking him. But he somehow saved his life and came out, but he was very injured. The captain and the biologist tell everyone about them, but no one believed what they said. But when he saw it himself from the hole, he was very scared to see the condition of Marco and the doctor. Now, because the captain was very injured, so these people took him to the second base quickly. He was laid down, and Vincent's companions began to treat him. There was a doctor there. The captain tells her that my condition is getting worse. I'm forgetting things in a strange way. I'm quite thirsty. Hearing this, the pilot gives him the water. But the captain loses his control and holds his neck. He was not leaving him even after many attempts. It means he is also losing his control and is becoming like Marco and the doctor. This is actually happening because of a virus, and its reason was the bacteria that was found in that hole, where Marco fell and he got infected from it. Whomever he attacks and bites, that human will also get infected by this virus. It means Marco might have bitten the doctor, and she became like him. This is how this virus spreads. They all were freeing the pilot from the captain. During this captain dies, so the biologist ties captain's hands and feet. By now, she understood that this virus is quite dangerous. The infected person gets alive and attacks again. Now, when they see on the screen the place where Marco and the doctor were locked, they broke the door and came to the other room. They're trying to come here. If it happens and they're not stopped, they'll come here. Along with being dangerous, they have been powerful, from which they all got scared. Vincent gives them the idea that I'll go to the first room of the basement with my underground pipe, because it is quite dangerous to go from the main area. I'll run the system after going there. After contacting my station, I'll tell you about the situation, so we can get help. Now, everyone likes this idea, so Vincent leaves there, while his companion takes the captain's blood sample to check that what is happening to all of them. After checking, she comes to know that all of this is happening because of the life-form virus that Marco found from the top of Site 9. That was growing inside the bacteria hole. Was happening because of this. Because the main root of this virus was the life form, due to which the bacteria became so dangerous that it started infecting them. First, it controls the human body and erases all memories, and then completely controls the brain, because humans live on the ground and are used to the environment there. So the virus here is infecting them to this extent. Anyway, now people use their brains to change this virus a little and make an antidote, that is, the virus cure, and apply it to the captain to test him. When he found out that it was working, because the virus that was doubling in the captain's cells, that process had now stopped, which gave them a little peace of mind. There Vincent had reached the first room, where he fixes the system and starts sending messages to the station again. But then the lights started turning off, which stopped the system from turning on. Seeing this, Vincent goes out, so that he can see the mess. When he found out that Marco's companion, on whom Marco had attacked with a drill, had also become infected with this virus, and after losing his control, he was making a mess in the main system. As soon as he sees Vincent, he starts running towards him. Seeing this, Marco and the doctor also started coming towards there. Now seeing Vincent's life in danger, his companions make a noise, so that he comes back to their door. Seeing this, the biologist sprays this antidote on them, which makes them weak and fall down. And by then Vincent also comes back to this room through the pipe, where Marco's infected companion also came. Now here the biologist takes care of Marco's companion to save their lives and tells them to go out. Now the pilot's companion was at the gate, so he felt that the biologist has stopped inside, because now she is also infected. So he takes Vincent and his companion out and locks the biologist inside with Marco's companion who was infected, due to which the poor girl got stuck with him. And now these three start running out of that room where the infected Marco attacks Vincent's companion and injures him. Then these people took him to the rover in a wounded state, and here Vincent injects his companion so that nothing happens to him. Now these people remember that the power energy in this rover is low, but there is a lot of power in a rover standing on a sideline, so all of them are now going towards him. Meanwhile, they also noticed that our infected companions are also following us now. That is, the antidote they made, they are not successful in it, because it can only stop the effect of the virus for a while. It does not finish it completely. After a while, the effect of the virus happens again. That is, this virus is so dangerous. There they reach the sideline. Vincent and his companion stop in this rover, while the pilot goes to take the other rover, where he contacts Vincent and says that your companion Ace infected. I can't take the risk of taking him with me. If you want to go with me to the place where the spaceship is coming to take them, then you will have to leave your companion. Vincent refuses that I can't do this. I will not come without him. So now the pilot came alone. He takes the rover and leaves. Vincent was very angry at this act of his, but still, he continued to move forward with his companion with this rover. Similarly, a storm came here again, and because it was night, they sleep here. When Vincent woke up in the morning, he saw that my companion got off the rover alone to save me, and now she is moving forward on foot, because she knows that I am also infected. So never harm Vincent. She wanted to go far away and kill herself, but Vincent, following her footprints, started taking the rover behind her. At some distance, he finds her. So Vincent got off the rover to stop her and started running towards her. But to save him, she took off her helmet here, because of which she started suffering a lot. Vincent quickly came and took care of her, but she dies in his hands. Vincent was very sad about this. But the next moment, his friend woke up infected, and she attacks Vincent, where Vincent attacks his companion with his helmet even though he does not want to. He hits her so much with his helmet that her life is lost. By then a ship had left the main station to pick them up. Vincent had seen it from a distance. He also sees that my infected companion is also present here. The companion pilot has also come here with another rover. Now here Vincent tries to communicate inside the ship, but the people inside the ship can't hear his voice. Because of the distance, his voice was not coming into the transmitter. Vincent was able to hear the voices inside the ship. There were two people there. Seeing the ship coming, the three infected companions started moving towards it. The people of the ship also open the door, thinking that these people are still alive, and the infected people attack them, by which Vincent now hears the screams of the people on the ship. When he goes near, he sees that both the people on the ship have died, and their corpses are lying there. Now Vincent also saw Marco here, because the first person who was infected by this virus, his condition was very bad, because now only the bones were visible on his body. Anyway, Vincent gets on the ship. When he comes to the pilot cabin, he sees that the pilot was already present here, but now he is infected. Vincent looks at him and says that you are not going with me, because we cannot take this this virus to our world, Earth. Like my companion could not go, you are also not going now. On which the pilot says that no, I will go, because we'll find its treatment after going to the Earth. But still Vincent started stopping him, and thus the fight of both begins. In this fight, the pilot attacks Vincent with a knife, and he fainted there. Now the pilot again started the spaceship and started going towards the ground. Now, in the meantime, Vincent came to his senses. He came from behind and started trying to stop him. He hits him with his helmet head and injures him, after which he opens the door and throws him into the sky. But now only a few minutes of patrol was left in this ship. After this, Vincent starts sending messages here at the main station that it is very sad to say that our whole team is dead because of such a virus, which started here in life form and then spread to everyone. Now he tells that only a few minutes of patrol is left in this ship, but there is a lot to eat. I can wait until you come to save me. But I don't want to be saved. You guys came to save me, because I think that now this virus has also come inside me. I failed to make an antidote, because it only works for a while. Now I want to die so that the virus does not spread on the ground because of me. I can't be a threat to everyone, because nothing can be said that there can be no cure for it. So please, my advice is that you guys don't come to save me. And now he is alone. He started waiting for his death on this ship. Sitting alone, he started remembering the moments he spent here. He was very sad because of everyone's death and what was going to happen to him. And with his sadness, this film ends here.